All right. So good evening. Welcome to this week's edition of Trade Zone. It is June 16th. Happy Father's Day. We have any fathers on the call. So we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna do the first pair, and I'm gonna have a volunteer do another pair. So we're gonna look at Euro USD. So let's start off from the daily and see what's happening. So we have a nice downtrend, right? And price is following its pattern nicely. We had a retest of the support once, twice, three times, and then we had a spike to the upside. Now we had our trend line that was broken, but price met a key level of resistance and continued to sell back down. I had two minor zones of support yet placed, and price completely just broke through them, continuing for the sell side move. Now, I can project price to continue to sell off right back into our support, but what I want to do is I want to check the H4 so we can get a better look and see price behavior. So, okay, so what I'm seeing here, right, is there's two things that can happen, right? Because we're in a downtrend. Let me get on my rate. Either price can continue to consolidate like it's been doing before and then just go to the downside and continue for the sell. Or we can see a retest of this zone here. Well, I don't know why this rate is so long. We can see a retest of this zone here, and then price can continue to sell off after it hits resistance and continue on this downside momentum. So we have Euro USD for the sell. We're just going to watch it. I think it'll continue to consolidate because I love all of the bearish pressure I'm seeing here. That's what I love. That's, to me, these are the most two probable outcomes. We have a buildup of consolidation here for the sell, or we have an exhaustion where price goes right back up to resistance, test it, and continue to sell off. So these are two things that happen. We just have to watch it. So if we have a retest, you could actually enter for a quick buy, catch this pips along here, and then wait for the sell. Or we could have a build up here, place a buy limit somewhere up top here, or a sell stop, and look for price to continue downwards. So that's what I'm seeing. I like to sell the here. I think Marco, you called this earlier during the week. We appreciate you. We love the call, and I'm hoping that everyone benefits from it. So what's the next pair? And then Marco, we're looking for you to take over on this one. Tell me what you think. What's the pair you want to look at?
I actually have not looked at any pairs yet, but
we're gonna look at them now.
Look at one right now. You could share your screen with.
Yeah, would you like to share your screen with your laptop up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing and let Marco take over. I don't think we can see you, Justin. I want you screen share too.
All right.
Because I want you Marco prepared too. I see you, cuz. Marco, chart look professional. All type of them.
Not really professional. It's more like I have to understand what I'm doing and what I'm looking at, so I have to mark it out like this. So when it's the confirmation and stuff like that, I actually type it out.
Right. That's actually pretty good.
I would have called it from like 1:13. I would have called it, and you guys would have gotten it from early. I tell myself, let me just wait and let the market come to me. So I said, roll it.
Yeah. Just got to make confirmations. We can talk about confirmations too. So let's go through a bit.
All right. I think this is one that y'all would have done already though. The red and Aussie. It's set to go back up, but it retested support here, right? And I was wondering if it was gonna go back down, but then I was like, no, that wouldn't make any logical sense. If it retested, it's most likely gonna go back up to the second resistance up here. One that was here for March. So that's why I decided to leave that pair as it. But in terms of looking at a fresh pair, let me look at Great Britain USD.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. This kind of looks like it's gonna drop down to the support zone also. I continue to sell off before it goes back up to the yellow resistance zone. I don't think it's gonna go any lower than this though. That's my personal opinion. I don't think it's gonna go any lower than this.
Why not?
This would have been the lowest that it would have been since December last year.
Right. The price can always go lower. So
It
why?
could always go lower, but the lowest it would have been, it would be January at this point here. If you can see, everybody can see what I'm doing at this point here. But usually it stayed in this channel for a bit before it dropped. So I don't see any big news besides Brexit driving it below this point that is at. That's why I say I personally don't believe that it's gonna go lower than that
Right.
support. Like, that's my personal opinion.
Right. Well, you're right along. You're along the right lines and saying that you don't think price will go low once it hit the key level support. But I want you to zoom out for a second. I want you to zoom out, not the time frame, but the actual chart. Zoom out for a bit.
I hear you.
I said I would like for you to zoom out.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, zoom out.
Mhm.
I just want to highlight something. Okay, so you see, right, where price is now approaching your major area of support, where you said the price has not been that low since when? January?
Yes.
Or what I'm seeing is, since around that time, right? So one of the key things to look for when you're looking for a reversal is a lot of space to the left of the chart. So as you've said, price has not been that low in a very long time. So what we can have, right, is we have a lot of bearish pressure. So the bears still have control of the market. But if you notice, right, when price touched that zone twice, there was always a reversal.
Yes.
It tested it twice on that side and it continued to push to the upside. So it's likely that we can see something like that again. Now, the key is what's going to be happening to price on the way down, because there's two things that can happen, right? Zoom into the right side of the chart, right where we was with. Look, zoom into where price currently is.
It is right now?
Yeah, where it is right now. So just scroll over to the right, right?
Mhm.
Zoom in, right? Okay, so as you can see, right, we have some strong bearish candles, right? Serious sell-off pushing price to the downside. Now, there's two things that can happen as price continues its descent. We can have an exhaustion. Now, what I mean by an exhaustion, right, is just that when you have big movements of price, those take a lot of energy. They take a lot of sell orders, a lot of bears in the market. So just think of it about it as a sprint, right? The harder you sprint, right, the more time you need to rest, correct? So when I mean exhaustion, and when I say this in the chart, because I'm not sure, some people are really like getting what I'm saying, what I mean by exhaustion. It's just another word for retracement. So usually with big power moves, you're usually going to have a move in the other direction for price to actually relax and to catch itself. So we can have two things happen. We can have price consolidate here at that zone where it is right now, and then continue to push to that area of support, that key area of support, that major zone, or we can have a retracement right back into that previous zone of resistance before it continues to sell off. But I'm in agreement with you to thinking the price is going to turn on just because of the amount of time that it has been away from that zone, and the price usually turns around in that major area of support. So just looking at, we have all that space to the left. That's a key indication. It tested it twice and then reversed. So we could have another reversal. But here's the thing. Price is key, so we aren't going to just rush that. We want to see what price does when it actually gets there. And it's approaching the zone fairly quickly. So that's a pretty good call, Marco. So we're going to look for that sell side into support, or we're going to look for a retracement and continue to the move downward. So it's okay if I share my screen again?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay.
But so just Grant, what you said, this area here, like you would have said, would have been basically bear market central.
Right.
And the next area that we would have been, we're currently in right now, is still bear market central.
Right.
It doesn't seem like they're completely exhausted as yet. Yeah. The area at where you go the first circle at your support line.
Yeah. This the area you're talking about.
Yeah. That right down to the first set of support. Like I said, don't right down again to the second support level.
Right. So you're looking for a push to this downside here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what I'm looking for too. But what I'm saying, the only thing I'm saying to look out for is that okay, we have a nice minor zone here, right? Let me highlight it so you can see. We have a minor zone here, right? The price could potentially exhaust too. So what I want to look for is I just want to see how it continues its bearish pressure, because we always want to enter after the exhaustion of a move, never the end of a push. You know what I'm saying? And this is a common mistake that traders make. Why, when they're following a trend, they don't make money. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? You say, okay, price is going down. We have a nice downtrend. Test resistance twice. We have a nice double top here. Selling. Let me set my sell here. right? But if you set your sell here at the end of the push, when price retraces, you're losing money.
You stop out, yeah.
You see, you're gonna get stopped out, even though you have the right call. The entry is wrong. So it's not about being in the market all the time, and it's about the time that we get into the market. Which is why whenever I see a push like this, I don't take the trade. And I just want you guys to take note of this too. The trades that you don't take are just as important as the trades that you do take. Know when and when not to be in the market. Like as of right now, since we have such a strong bearish push, I'm not gonna enter this trade unless I see some form of consolidation or I see some form of retracement. That's just facts. And if you notice too, we're in a key area of resistance here. Not as major as this area here, but when an area of support right here where price came down here and it turned around. So who's to say price won't turn around again? Because buy orders are here waiting to be activated. You see what I'm saying? So we could have this nice retracement back down for the sell side move. And that's what I like for the Great British Pound. Now we got to hit one of my favorites. Gold. You know what's happening here. What I want to do is look at gold on the daily. What do we have on the daily here for gold? And to be honest, I caught this sell on Friday. I didn't stay in it for too long because I want to get out of the market as soon as possible. I didn't want to stay in it too long. But what do we have here? 1, 2. We have 2 major touches of this resistance, and price was just strongly rejected. So we're in a key area right now. This is a major resistance zone. I have it highlighted. I believe the price is going to break this zone here and then continue to sell off. That's what I'm looking for price to do on this pair. Let's check the H4. All right. So right now we're still in the retracement, right? So before we say, okay, hey, let's go in for the sell down to this area of support, I want to see price break this zone first. I want to see the support be broken. Because what could be happening right now is because we're in an uptrend and we don't want to just trade against the trend so quickly and be presumptuous. Once this breaks this zone, then we could go for the sell. As of right now, it could just be testing the zone and be getting ready to push back up because we are on an uptrend. But I think the most likely move, as price has tested this zone twice and got rejected twice, I think we're gaining some momentum for gold to go back on the sell side. So I'm going to be updating you guys on this pair throughout the week, okay? And when it comes back to our second meeting on Tuesday, we're going to go over it again. Sounds fair?
Yeah. I was just saying, like, the app also that you told me to download.
Yeah, the candlestick psychology.
Mm-hmm. That app is amazing. Like, seriously.
Right.
That's up my trading game, like, by a lot. So, like, thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, that's no problem. And for those who are on the call, the app that we are referring to is called Candlestick Psychology. So what I can do is just drop it in the chat for after everyone get done. I think it's available for both Android and Apple. Yes. It's just a nice quick summary of some candlestick patterns that you can use to trade. Now, candlestick patterns aren't the only strategy that you should use to trade. It should always be confluence. You should always have at least 3, right? 3 confluences, but by understanding candlestick psychology, your game is going to go to a whole nother level. So you're going to be looking at candlestick psychology, you're going to be looking at trend, you're going to be looking at volatility. There's so many things that you could take into consideration when making a trade, but if you don't understand what's actually happening with the psychology of the market, you're always going to be lost. You're always going to be guessing. So this is what I want you to see. Check out this double top. Strong rejection. Price hit that major zone and was rejected. The touch here rejected again off of a power move. Once we have this minor zone broken here that I have highlighted here, look for a sell-off into support. But we aren't going to rush this trade, okay? So I have gold waiting for that sell-off. All right. Justin, what's going on, Gus?
Right.
What's going on, Justin? Justin, I want you to share your screen, man. I want you to give us a nice markup.
Yes. I can only on my phone. I can't really share at this point.
Okay.
Maybe next.
All right. So let's talk about it. Which pair you want to look at? Then?
I would like to check out USD JPY.
USD yen? Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. USD JPY, what you seeing there, guys? Tell me what you thinking about with this.
As I was checking it out earlier throughout the week,
Mm-hmm.
I see that price action has started to consolidate like around Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
at around 108.46.
Right. That's where we at now.
Right. And I believe it will go up to the upside, up to say 1010 or 11.
Mm-hmm. You ever going up
And
this high?
yeah.
Okay. That's a big upside move.
Yes, in this market, I've seen that it does do big moves throughout either to Monday to Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and then consolidate throughout the week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my point on this market that's going on here.
All right. You see a big move to the upside before you sell off.
Right.
All right. Cool. So we'll see it. I'm gonna watch it. We'll see how it goes. So I'll have that one noted. So since I'm gonna watch it, and it's gonna be in the recording.
All right. Good.
Yeah. Sorry, because we have to mute you for a second. A little background noise. Yeah, sorry about that. Just some background noise. Didn't mean to mute you. Okay. Huey, what's going on, brother? I see you in the call. Euro JPY. All right. As we wait for Huey to come on and let us know what his thoughts are on some of these trades, I'm going to just look at Euro JPY. Now, the trend is my friend, and this downtrend is looking very nice. It's looking beautiful. We have our lower highs. We've established it. We have an area of support here. The price is currently, as touched previously. What I'm looking for this pair is the retracement is essentially done. We have the retracement here. Now price is making its move to the downside. I believe we're going to have a lower low being formed as price continues to sell off. This pair is going to sell. I want to look at the 4-hour to see if we could get a better look. Yes, strong rejection, strong bearish move. So what could happen is we could have a slight retracement or slight exhaustion. So this is the thing. We don't want to enter this now. Right? I'm gonna have to restart my site. I don't know why my rays are doing this. Anyway, so we're gonna have a slight retracement, right? Which is what I'm looking for. Have a nice zone. You have a nice estimate. Depending on how deep it pushes in the zone, and I want to see price sell right back down into the support. So this is a great sell. I think I entered about here on one of these trades on Friday or Thursday. Got at least about 60 pips on this. So this is a fairly good trade for us. This is a nice downtrend move. Shouldn't be too high of a risk. Once we wait for this exhaustion or consolidation, we look for the sell. All right, so how everyone's feeling about that? I like this move for the sell side.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Just tell me how you feel. So like I was saying earlier, is we always want to enter at the end of an exhaustion, not the end of a push. This is a serious push. So if you would have set a market order here, right, you would be in prime position to get stopped out and lose some money. And we're not about that. We're patient. We're always going to let the market come to us. You see, so that's what I mean by, being patient and having confirmation and just waiting for price to hit your zones before you make a move. So I like this move for the sell side. Let's wait for the retracement. There's either two things can happen, a retracement or a consolidation buildup before price continues to push back down. All right, so let's look at, oh yeah, I think I had some pairs I wanted to show you guys. So let's check out USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD. All right. So as you see on the 4-hour, right, we had a very strong rejection from this zone, even though price is in an overall downtrend. But this is what I want to show you. Let's check this out on the daily. A strong rejection from our support. We still have a lower high being formed as price rejects this area of support that we have here. Let me see if I can clean up for you guys so you can see. Let's just delete that. We can make this arrow block. So there we go. There we go. Yeah. So now we have price breakout of consolidation to the downside. Heavy sell pressure. Now we have price retracing. It's exhausting. We coming back here into the zone. We have a lower high being formed there. It's almost like a slight double top being formed, but this one is lower, so I like the indication for a sell. Let's wait for a large bearish candle to form here, possibly on the H4, before we get a sell back down right back into support. I like this trade. I really like this trade. I have a sell side move coming for this. This is something that I saw during the week. I'm hoping that we all can capitalize on it. All right, so any questions, any thoughts about this USD CAD? Can you hear me? The mic's going on mute.
Right. Me personally, I'm just looking at it myself now on my screen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
A red candle is literally just formed. Funny enough.
Right. Go ahead, bro. Oh yeah, she can hear me. Okay, so finish your statement, Marco.
No, I was saying, like you said, a red candle is just formed on the resistance line that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It probably just hit it, retested it, and now it's gonna go on. But I have a feeling that it's probably gonna continue up a little bit more, and then it's gonna drop down in like a hammer.
Right.
That's what I believe it's gonna do. I got a feeling that it's gonna, right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, like you said, most people are gonna try to enter. I guess that was my problem too. You try to enter at the very, very top.
Right.
Sometimes it comes down. The first candle comes down as being red, as in okay, the bears want to take over, but technically it's still like a bull market.
Mm-hmm.
First red candle is usually what kind of throws off a lot of traders because you enter at that point, and it comes down, it hits it, and your trade triggers. But when the bull market is not fully exhausted and your trade goes up and you get stopped out, you're like, what the hell? And then exhaustion occurs, and then the red candles start to develop and it comes down. And then you're like, but the trade could have gone my way. I don't understand what happened. When it happens, you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying perfectly. I think most traders have been there. I've been there, especially, and this is a phase that you go through when you're really starting to like get into trading and starting to understand market structure and candlestick psychology and how it moves. So you're like, okay, yeah, I see this lower high being formed. I think this is going to sell, and you enter. They say, no, you still have about 20, 30 pips of bull pressure going on, and what's going to happen is this price is going to continually retest the zone before we get enough momentum from the bears to push price back down. You see what I'm saying? So you just have to wait for your confirmations and wait for price to show that, hey, we're going to continue to push down to the downside.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. If you look at these red candles here, right, there is sell pressure in this zone. But we have to make sure that we have enough sell pressure to push us back down and to give us the trade that we want. So I'm liking how we're learning, how we're progressing, we're understanding patience, and we're understanding candlestick psychology. Yeah, so we're getting it. So Huey, how you doing, bro? Still waiting on the response. We open everything as well. Hopefully he can hear us. CHF. All right, Mark. I can do one more before I let you take over again.
All right.
All right. USD chef. I saw this trade on my phone. I was like, I have to come and check this out before I come and make this trade and give it to you guys. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm loving this. Strong rejection from this zone here. This is a key area of resistance. I got to highlight it. All these major zones I want to make explicitly clear to everyone because I'm going to be doing some analysis tonight and sending in the group. All right. Key area, major resistance area being shown here. Price rejected with some very strong wicks. Push to the downside. Retracement, push to the downside. Very strong retracement, push again to the downside. So let's look for price to possibly retest the zone because the exhaustion seems to be ending pretty soon, right? Because we have a zone here. Let's see if price can push up just a little bit more. before we get another pushback down to the downside. So this is a great sell. When I saw this, I was like, okay, yeah, we got to talk about this in trade zone for the USD chef. And it seems like the bears are just taking over every market that we're looking at. So, so everything I'm just saying is just going sell side. So after this exhaustion, don't forget we enter at the end of exhaustion, not the end of the push. This is a push. This is the exhaustion. We're waiting for another push. You see me? So let's just go over one more time. Push, exhaustion, push, exhaustion, major push, exhaustion. So we want to wait till this exhaustion is done. We don't have to catch 100% of the move. Even if you were to catch some of the move coming down from here, that's still a good trade because price is on its way to break this area of support that it has here. As a matter of fact, we don't even really have a strong area of support yet. We can have maybe 1 or 2 touches. We can put that there. Let's highlight it. Let's get a push to this downside. Even though we have lower lows being formed and price is forming a sell pattern and a downtrend structure, we can look for the support to be broken and price to sell off at least till here. And then this would be our major area of support here, but price has turned around. So I'm going to highlight that zone. Yep, right here. So the thing is why I was so excited about this week's trade zones because I saw so many easy setups. So many setups that could be extremely profitable and very low risk. USD cash showing us a sell. We have gold, but gold is very volatile, so we're going to wait on gold. Euro USD selling off. Euro JPY, the Great British Pound, all of these are just showing us very strong pressure in one direction. So we don't have to guess too hard and see where price is going to go. So I like this trade too for the sell-off. Let's just wait for this exhaustion to be done, and then we're going to hop in for the sell side move.
So,
any questions, brother?
good on my end.
All right. So any other pairs, anything else that we're trading? Let me know. Comment in the chat. Let's talk about it.
How about Euro Aussie?
Euro Aussie? No problem.
Yeah. No.
This the one you got to do.
On mine, wait, let me
take over. Let me stop share. It's all you, brother.
give me a minute. Hold up. Okay. You all can see?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. So, as you can see, major resistance.
Right.
Right? Let me just. Go. So, major point of resistance is tested. So what I was saying was that I was going to wait to see if it was going to get tested the third time. And wait for the push back to the support zone that we have here.
You have a minor zone being formed there on that pair, you know.
You mean
right below the double top? No, right. That's the resistance. I'm talking about right below the double top. Go up. Keep going. Right there. A little higher. Go to the right.
Here.
Yeah, move to the side. Yeah, that's it right there. That's a minor zone that you have right there. So if you see where that bull candle is, if you could see price break below that zone, then get ready for the sell side move. And you're all right, though. You can't have a third retest there.
That's what I was saying. I have a feeling that it might go on third retest.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that zone was there till you pointed out. Just not funny enough.
Anywhere that you see price stops, right, can be considered a zone. The difference between the major zones and the minor zones is how often the price touches it. You see what I'm saying? And off of these big moves. So let's go, see how you're zooming out, right? You see the area of support there? Look at how often price is in that zone. That's a serious major zone because that's a major zone of resistance and support. So that's why I call it that. But any slight movement of price, you could call like a flag zone or minor zone. So once you see price break, and those are easier for price to either push through. So if you see price pushes through that, then we could say, okay, yeah, price is going to continue to sell off back into our support.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I usually wait for patterns like blah blah. He's like in a way. Oh gosh. This way, just draw the circle. This.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I use these as confirmation to enter.
Right. Some consolidation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see 1, 2, 3, at least 4 green candles, and I wait for the fifth one to develop, I usually enter just above the fifth one, and usually take the pips off of that. So that's what I said. I was waiting to see if this was going to retest it again. But like you said, this is a zone here. So if it breaks to this zone, I would take that as confirmation that it's going to continue to be pushed down
Mm-hmm.
to the support zone. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to call it a sell on this zone. I'm going to wait it out for a bit and call it sell on this.
Make the call, Marco. So what we doing? Euro AUD for the sell? Tell the people we need to know.
Yeah, Euro AUD for the sell for sure.
Okay, Euro AUD for the sell. All right. So why not do this, right? Because I'm gonna send, the meeting is about to end, right, in about a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna send the video on the YouTube playlist so you guys can have it, right? But give us an analysis, send us a chart, and give us a typo. I want to see it.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can do something that looks nicer than this.
Nah, bro, to be honest, right, that's fairly manageable to me. I can see your zones, right? I can see what you're projecting. If you want to make it a little bit more detailed, I understand that. But trading doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to have a bunch of lines in this zone and that zone. No, once you understand what you're doing and you understand the trading that you're about to partake in, that's all that matters. Trading doesn't have to be complicated. It's not easy, but it's simple.
True.
Mm.
I guess that's one of the hardest things is gonna realize after a while.
Mm-hmm. People feel like they look at a chart, you have to have all these trend lines and this highlighted and this data, and no, it doesn't have to be so.
And
all right, guys.
Really, for me, the biggest thing is be both the mindset. Once you got the mindset down, it's usually be good.
That's it. You could have a great strategy, but if your mind ain't right, then you're gonna consistently mess up on your trading. Okay, so we have about 4 minutes left, right? Today is Father's Day, so I know a lot of people are pretty, in the mood to relax and stuff, and that's fine. So are there any questions before we end this call? Bless whoever it is. Bless you.
Oh, snap. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. All right. So like I said, we have a couple of minutes left, all right? So just let me know if you guys have any questions before we end.
McGuire.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, quick question. Have you ever traded silver before?
Yeah, I traded silver before, bro. You want to look at silver?
Yeah, let's look at silver real quick. I traded silver before. It did quite all right. I just want to catch up on it and see what your opinion is.
But silver and gold tend to move together, Sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They
I know. Sometimes it is.
Sometimes
it'd be like a slight difference. A slight difference I noticed. Yeah, just a slight difference.
Yeah, but the pips on silver are valuable because I did a little bit of trading with silver when I was in school, and I was like, yeah, this thing heavy. If you ain't got no perfect entry rate for that could blow your account and make you rich. One or the other.
Great.
Okay, so all right, so we're looking at silver. I'm just looking at it on the daily. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at the monthly just to get a better look. Okay, so silver is clearly on a downtrend, and from the support and resistance that I drew, it's selling off into support. Because I don't mean to mute you, but you have some background noise, so I'll just mute. So for everyone's sake, I'll just mute it right quick, and then I'll finish going through it. Okay. Sorry, we have to deal with that. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, So we're looking at silver on the monthly, right? Having a clear sell-off. We're looking at silver on the weekly. We're still in the downtrend. We had price come off this major area of support. We test our zone of resistance twice. One touch, two touch. Major wick being shown here. Strong bearish pressure. This is a push. We're having some exhaustion here. I'm not sure if this exhaustion is quite done, but I can see silver continuing to sell off right back into its zone of support. That's what I'm seeing for silver. So I can have silver going for the short. Like I'm saying, everything that we seem to be looking at today, the bears just seem to be in control. Everything just seems to be selling off. So I want to take a look on the daily just to be sure, just to get a closer look. Yep. Push to the downside. Look at this beautiful sell pattern that we're having here. Rejection, resistance coming down, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Even here is a lower low. Push again into this zone. Rejection, strong wick. I'm looking for the sell off back into support. So silver is actually a nice trade that we have here going for a sell side move. Let me just check the H4. Yeah, and we even have a nice double top being formed here. So it's going to continue to sell off. So I have silver on a downtrend. I hope you can hear me. We have less than a minute left, and I have this pair selling off. All right, so we only have a minute left, less than a minute left. So are there any more questions before we finish trade zone for the day? Just let me know if you're good. Send a message in the chat or send a voice note and just let me know.
No, I'm good. I think I straight for the week.
Yeah, we should be good for the week. And so, like I said, we're gonna be having another quick meeting on Tuesday just to continue to go over some pairs as we go. Okay. All right. Thank you. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you for coming on Father's Day. This is the ending of Trade Zone, and I'll see you guys later. Okay. Have a good one.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, man. This is a great week. This is a great session, and I'm looking in for some good stuff. Don't worry, Tia. We got you. Stop share. All right. Have a great day, guys.